I did another bargain grocery haul. Hello and welcome to the Christmas live stream. How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, guys? Hey, Linda. Hey, Trini, Matt. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I didn't plan on doing a live stream, but I figured why not, you know? I don't know what everybody's doing, but oh, how's everybody's day? It's pretty warm here today. No snow, no rain either. I just got back from spending time with the family a little while ago. So I figured I would jump on here for a little bit. Not too long because I'm pretty tired. I haven't slept much. Anybody else have problems sleeping? I've had problems sleeping for the last, I don't know, week or so. Ugh. You ate too much? I feel like I ate too much too. I only had one plate of food all day. That's all I've eaten all day. So, but I still feel pretty full. Maynard's spaceship is dyeing. You're dyeing your hair green. When I was a teenager, I had blue hair, and I think I had red hair. My brother had green hair. Long time ago, we had like the skater cut, you know, long hair, and I think my school, high school ID card, I had really long blue hair. That was back in the early 90s. Speaking of that, I went to a Christmas party. My friend invited me. Well, I went to Noah Craig's too, but I have another friend that I haven't hung out with in many years, like almost 20 years. And we grew up together, and so I got to see his house for the first time and went over there, and we caught up on, saw some people that I haven't seen in a long time, and that was pretty fun. I'm glad I went because I'm an introvert, and like I wanted to go, but I didn't, you know, but I'm like, I need to go because I haven't seen him in so long. You know, this is my friend that I've told you about before. We went vegetarian on the same day, many years ago, and we both have the same tattoo that we gave ourselves on our hand the day we did it. You're gonna look like broccoli, okay? Oh, I'm getting a phone call here. Sorry, this is my parents. So let me just mute it real quick. I'll only be a. All right, that was my dad. Apparently, I left my camera equipment over at my brother's house, and he brought the bag home. So I'm gonna go over there tomorrow and get it with my batteries and tripod and stuff like that. I forgot I even, you know, I also left a Pop-Tart over there. I bought those. They're called the Ghetto Gastro Pop-Tarts. Those vegan Pop-Tarts from Target. I had one of those, and I left it over there. I'm so mad because I wanted to snack on it. But anyway. Merry Christmas, Jessica Bennett. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, whatever you did, whatever you didn't do. You're building Legos. Cool. My brother got me a skateboard, an old vintage, just the deck, just the deck of, one of the older skaters back, when I first started skateboarding 30 plus years ago. It's a Bucky LASIK board. And then my brother pulled out another one that he had. My other brother had I remember when it happened, when they were doing it, so only like a certain amount of them were sold. But my brother had a Tony Hawk when Tony Hawk broke his leg and fractured it. And he's got a signed Tony Hawk board. And if you guys remember, I did a video last year, I think. And my brother was explaining how he got drunk one night and started messaging Frankie Hill. For those of you that don't know, Frankie Hill is a skateboarder from way back when we were kids, professional skateboarder back then. So my brother just started messaging him, and like he bought a board. Like I guess he only had like 100 boards that he sold. So my brother's got number 78 out of 100, and he signed it for him and everything. That was pretty cool. Pulled that out and showed me. So. Hey Laura, how's it going? You love the beanie? Thank you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well too. Hope you had a good Christmas or whatever you did today. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you. The magic of Christmas is Jesus. For me, like, this is funny because this is weird. I talk about, I did a video, so I'll probably put a video together. I'm too tired tonight, but I did a video yesterday and today because I wasn't going to do one, but I usually do one every year, and a bunch of you have asked me to do it because you enjoy those videos. So I did film a bunch of stuff, and for me, I grew up in a Catholic family, and we would go to church we would go to church every Sunday, but we would go to church for Christmas Eve, and I hated it. I hated going to church. And then as I got older, like, I didn't have to go to church anymore, so I didn't. And now, as I was driving to my brother's house last night, I went by the church that I used to go to, and for me, it's like a pure nostalgia, just remembering being in there and being like nice and cozy as I was in church, like a late church, like a nighttime church, and just the atmosphere, and there's just something magical and nostalgic about that. And it's weird because I was talking about that. To me, when I was a little kid, I felt like the magic was like the Christmas Day opening presents, but now it's like the Christmas Eve leading up to it. Like last night, like I always go out to the tree. There's a tree that they light out in Syracuse. And every Christmas Eve, I would go down there and do a little video. For those of you guys that follow me on social media, I posted a little video. I put it together. I filmed it last night, and I got home and I started trying to edit it, and I passed out editing it. And I woke up on the couch at like 1:30 in the morning, and I finished editing it, and then I tried to go to sleep. I didn't end up going to sleep though. I couldn't sleep. So go check it out. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and I think I also just uploaded it to here. Like it's a little short, but I always go down there, and I've been doing it every single year. And I saw on my Facebook today that it showed me my memories of every year. So I've been going there to that tree, and I got a picture or a video there every single year, all the way back to like 2011. And I think that's probably when I started doing it. So, yeah, it's nice. Oh, you watched X? I did watch Pearl, and I saw the previews for X, but I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Trini, I talked about that in a prior live stream. The church scene from Home Alone pretty much encapsulates the feel that's why I love that movie so much. If it wasn't for that, I think that it would just be like a fun little kind of movie that I might not even want to watch every year. But for me, that's what like really does it and brings it home, is at the end. That's for me. ironically, that is my nostalgia. Greetings from Cortland. Oh, neighbor, fellow vegetarian. Well, hello from all the way over here in the Syracuse area. You know, we filmed some of our movie over there in Cortland. You made a vegan meatloaf. Nice. Yeah, we used Cayuga Community College and oh no, not Cortland. Why am I saying Cortland? I'm at Auburn. But Cortland, you got bricks. You got bricks. Halfway to Ithaca. Speaking of the movie, I posted a little update there on the Kickstarter for people, and I'm putting together a teaser that I want to show everybody. I'm excited about it, but I want to I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's just a teaser. It's an unofficial. It's not quite a trailer, so I just wanted to show people just a random scene. You know, that's all there is to it. But I also don't want to spend too much time on it because I need to spend that time actually editing the movie. But at the same time, I don't want it to be half-assed. I want it to look good. So people are like, oh yeah, that looks good. Or like, oh really? I gave my Laura, yes, we finished filming last October 30th? October 30th of last year. We finished filming. For the most part, there's one other person that lives out in California that once this is all done, I'm going to have her do a quick, it's just probably like a 30-second thing that she's going to film and send it to me for the final part. But other than that, everything else is filmed. So I am currently editing the movie, and it's looking good. It's coming along. I'm getting excited, but we still got a lot to go. And I gave my little niece my vegan cookbook today for a present. She was super excited because she was she's been asking for one of those. And I don't really have any more in print, so I had to give her one of my saved copies because you can't buy it anywhere. They're out of print. So she was super excited about that. And then I have a picture that'll be coming soon when I edit the video. But out of all the presents, I was so it was kind of funny because she got all these amazing presents, and her favorite thing was she was running around with that cookbook. I could make some bootleg. Yeah, right. I do want to try to do a reprint here in the United States because my original print was over in Germany. I would like to do a reprint here, especially this coming year, 2024, because that marks the 10-year anniversary of the cookbook. It's been 10 years already. I can't believe it. But the only problem is that it's going to be pretty busy trying to do that and get the movie out at the same time. But that would be great, getting the movie out and also talking about the 10-year anniversary of the cookbook. Yeah, the seitan loaf is super good. Super good. And there's so many different ways you can make it. Yeah, there's a lot of good all the recipes in the cookbook are good. Some of them are easier to make now because we didn't have a lot of the products that we have today back then. So some of them, for example, the cheese sticks and stuff. I mean, you could totally make your own cheese doing it, and you can buy block cheese now, but back then you couldn't. So we made a recipe how to make your own block cheese from some of the other stuff, and it's just a couple extra steps back then, but eventually we want to make our second cookbook. You've given away most of your vegan cookbooks, but you kept mine. Thank you. Well, that's cool. Well, part of mine's a comic too. You got to remember that. You can always come back and see that. You like the Christmas sweater? It says, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal." What movie's that from? Thank you. That's always nice to hear. That's right, Travis. It's Home Alone. There's a really good Netflix show called, I think it's called The Movies That Made Us, and it shows the making of all these different movies, and Home Alone is one of them. And it's really quite amazing how they did it, because they almost didn't make it. They weren't getting funding from Warner Brothers, and I bet Warner Brothers now is like, kicking themselves for dropping them, because they wouldn't give them like an extra couple $1 million to make it. And then it got picked up by, who picked them up? Was it Paramount? Somebody else picked them up, but they almost didn't get it made, and some of the people almost weren't in it, and some of the extras made more than John Candy, because John Candy did it for a favor. He made like, I think, $514, and he worked for like 23 hours. He was only there for a day. Anyway, you just go watch it if you're interested. It's really interesting. They've got a lot of movies that they did that they go back and show you. The best part of your cookbook is it's signed by us. Yeah, I signed my little nieces today too. And I gave her one of the bookmarks that I had from the initial Kickstarter for the book a long time ago. So she's got one of those. I wish I still had the books to sell, because they really were, like, people really liked them. It's one of those things where not many people knew about it, but when they like saw it in person, they would like, just random people would buy it. I remember we were in a vegan restaurant out in Rochester, me and John, and we were doing a little cookbook signing, but we were there like an hour early, and just some random people didn't even know who we were, what we were doing there. They were in there, and there was an older couple, and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" Because we had like a table, and we're like, "Oh, we're going to be doing a book signing in a little while." And they're like, "Oh, what kind of book do you have here?" And they took a look at it, and they're like, "This is interesting." And they bought one for their grandson. So, I mean, it really is like a kind of a popular, I mean, how many people see like a zombie comic and within a cookbook, Basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make something that something that didn't exist. I wanted to make something that I wanted myself. I'm like, oh, if this existed, I would totally buy this. So that's what I did. I made something that I wanted, and hopefully other people would have like the same taste as me and want it too. So, and if not, that's okay. John hasn't been on in a while. I haven't really talked to John too much in a while. I'm assuming he's working. It's a busy season. He's working at the garden center, and he's going to the farm. So that's a lot right there. I know I watched his dogs for him a couple weeks ago. There are some libraries around here that do have my cookbook. I know, around here at least, there's a couple of them that are floating around somewhere. I know the school, my mom is like a sub at the school where I went to high school and middle school. And apparently there's a couple of the cookbooks there. And we filmed a scene in the movie there too. So we filmed a scene in the movie where I actually went to high school. So that's pretty cool. But, oh, and it's a full moon tonight too. It looks pretty nice out there. So, trying to think what else. Oh, the other day, I added part. If you guys haven't seen my last video, go check that out because I know it's like, it looks like it's just me making cookies. By the way, those cookies are some of the best cookies I've ever had. So make those the way I did. And I had to improvise, so I didn't like intend to make them the way I did, but you know, that's what I did. And I made a video out of it, so go check those out. But also, people that are just looking at the thumbnail like, I don't want to watch cookies. There's also a Christmas party over at Craig's. And then after that, I had my whole family came over here and Craig did a photo shoot. We did a family portrait, which I still got to go through those pictures and, you know, we had a makeshift studio over there. You know, we're not entirely professionals, but you know, we work with cameras for kind of like a living. So we're not professional photographers, but we knew how to take the pictures and get it done. So we did it. You know, he helps me out, I help him out. We're friends. What horror did you watch? Krampus? That's a good one. That's a good Christmas horror movie. It's been a really long time since I've watched Silent Night, Deadly Night. There's always Gremlins. Some other horror movies. Oh, Werewolves Within was a horror movie, but it was like a fun horror movie. It's kind of like a werewolves meet the movie Clue. And I really rated that. I just liked the whole atmosphere of that movie.